Hey everybody, it's me, Jeanette Greenwood with JG Studios Company. I am super excited. We are grand opening. Well, I got grand opening, but we're actually reopening and it's coming very soon. So I want to quickly tell you a little bit about what's happening. I am Jeanette Greenwood, award winning acting coach. I have won international, domestic awards for filmmaking and a lot of other things writing, producing, directing, casting. The list goes on. And I am here to be your coach. Okay. It's a cute picture of me. What to expect from an acting coach? An acting coach can help you improve your acting skills. Excuse my family in the background. I'm going to actually delete this whole video, this audio, because it's Mother's Day and I'm not supposed to be working, but I wanted to see how this worked. But anyway, an acting coach can help you improve your acting skills, work on character development, and give you feedback on your performance. They can also help you prepare for auditions and provide guidance on the industry. Expect a supportive and constructive learning environment where you can grow as an actor. Let me break that down. We're not going to sugarcoat it, at least I'm not. And I got to tell you the truth, but I'm going to be supportive and constructive so that we both can benefit from you winning. Okay. I'm going to break these down as I go through. I want to sound a little bit professional, but at the end of the day, I want you to understand. For the new actors out here that's like, what is she talking about? We're going to break it down. Moving right along. Okay. Why take classes? This is a very, very good question. Why should you take classes as an actor? And I have bullet points here that you can actually read for your benefits, but I'm not going to go through them verbatim. But it's an important because even if you are a professional actor, that you've been doing this for a while, you have an agent. I work with agents, and they definitely want you to stay on top of your game. I mean, just point blank. There's so many acting coaches here in the Dallas Fort Worth area that you can choose from. Some of us are just, we're here to support, and we all have different backgrounds. You have some that are former actors. They say I'm an actor. I'm not. I don't consider myself an actor. I'm just a coach, but that's what they tell me. But you have some that are former actors. You have some that are former directors, producers, Hollywood. Some of us has never been part of the Hollywood scene. At the end of the day, it's all about what you know, what you studied. For me, I have a master's degree in adult education, as well as a bachelor's in marketing, as well as my associate's degree. So I do have education. I have arts education and performing arts, and I actually was in performing arts my entire education through high school. Um, I loved it. So performing has always been something that I've enjoyed doing. And so I decided to go into coaching. Okay. But these are some of the list of things that why you should take acting classes. And even if you're not into it, but you want to do other things, then of course, I don't believe this. Hold on, y'all. In the middle of my recording.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you talking to somebody? I'm sorry, baby.
I'm not talking to nobody, but he just came and stuck some brisket in my mouth. Y'all, this is so ghetto, but it's good. Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that either. Okay. Okay. It's fine. I just can't believe this. Should I delete this? Maybe they need to see what kind of acting coach they really get. This is me, y'all. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. These are the reasons why you should take an acting. Okay. Moving right along, personal branding. That is another feature in my classes that I am super proud of, guys. Seriously. Um, Personal branding, develop the actor's brand. This is where I will sit down with you outside of the coaching, outside of the classes, the techniques, all that good stuff that comes along with our course. I want to sit down with you and talk about your personal branding. Who are you as an artist? Okay. What do you want to see happen for your career? Not what I want or what your agent want, but what do you want? Where do you see you in the next 5 years as an artist? And that's whether if you're an actor, if you're a dancer, if you're a singer. I manage all aspects. I encourage people to act that do dance and do perform because acting helps you to be able to bring this inner person out, even on days when you don't feel like it. You got to sometimes act your way through. But personal branding is something that is very important when you are working on becoming an actor. And when we go into personal branding, it's important because it helps you establish your unique identity. You're going to stand out from your competition. There's so many actors, performers, all of this out here. What is so unique about you? Okay. How can you stand out amidst the crowd? And then we want to create a lasting impression on your audience and the industry professional. These are the people that are going to hire you, the people that are going to book you. You got to have a strong brand as an actor. So we want to actually sit down and figure that out. Find your strengths, weaknesses as well, because we always want to talk about strengths, but nobody want to talk about weaknesses. I'm going to talk about your weaknesses, not to destroy you or to bring you down, so that we can build you up and we can find your strengths, your value, and your personality. And we want to attract more opportunities, because a lot of times we don't even know we have a personality, and you do. I guarantee. So we're going to use all the social media platforms that are out there as well, because you should be on social media. Unfortunately, you can't say, I hate social media. You can't. Not in the era and the time that we're living in. That is your best friend. I'm sorry. Hey, it is what it is. All right. The way to get started is to quit talking about it and begin doing it. What are you waiting on? You haven't registered yet. Okay. What will I learn? I am so glad we finally got here to this slide. We're going to be going through acting techniques. We're going to go through all of the acting techniques. We want to find your style. There are so many out here, and different techniques has been taught, but we need to find your style. We need to find what's going to work for you. Then we're going to talk about acting for theater and film. You got to know the difference, guys. There is a difference in theater and film. So we want to find that difference, so we'll be able to break down the two, because if you're an actor, it's good to be able to get out there and do both. But we want to make sure we understand the do's and the don'ts when you're doing film versus theater. Okay? Now, one of my favorites, I have several. Y'all gonna hear me say, this is my favorite. Everything is my favorite when it comes to acting, okay? All right. Character analysis, breaking down the characters. Guys, oh my God, please. I can't stand it. And I'm just going to be, as a director, producer, writer, I can't stand it when I can tell, guys, and these directors and producers can tell, if they have given you a full script and you have not read it, they know. Trust me, they know. Because when you get the script, you want to go down and break down your character and find out why this character is who they are. Some things are going to be written and some things are not. And then it also goes into a script analysis, breaking down the script. That's where reading the entire script comes in. You have to read the entire script so that you know the story. Understand? You got to know the story. Okay? Then we're going to go through some code reading. How to read on the spot. Guys, let me tell you, there's a lot of auditions out here that will send you sides or different things like that. But for me, I like the sides, but I really like the code reads, because that's putting you on the spot. I can switch up and give you this one and take that one back and say, hey, do this. That lets me know how in tune you are as an actor. You got to be cold-blooded to be able to bust a cold read. I'm just serious. Okay? Serious. All right. We're going to go through some audition techniques. We're going to go through the do's and the don'ts when you're auditioning. You know, some people don't even know that you shouldn't even walk in trying to shake everybody's hands. That is the biggest no-no. That is the biggest brown noser. Don't do that. And there's so many other techniques and things that you need to know when you're going into an audition room. People are there not to be your friend. Sorry. They're not trying to be cool with you. They're sitting there. They've been dealing with how many people all day long. They want you to come in, do it, wow them, and get on out. Okay? Seriously. So, it's a lot of things that you need to know about that. Okay. Podcast host. That is something new that I've incorporated into my curriculum, because I'm actually building out a whole podcast room. So if you are someone that wants to do podcasts or you do radio, or you may want to really, really do this, Acting classes is really going to help you, and I'm going to tell you why. It's going to help you build that personality. It's going to help you build that confidence that you need to get on air and do your job and mingle with people and talk with people. So all that's going to be amazing. I can't wait to teach that class. Last but not least, we're going to talk about dialect, learning a new dialect. And this is how I do mine. I'm not going to come to you and say we're going to do 15 different dialects. I don't even know if it's 15 different languages in the world. Oh, yes, it is. It's more like 100 or something. Nevertheless, we're going to do one in which the class actually get a chance to vote on it, and then we will teach on that particular dialect. Last year was the first year that I introduced this to my students. We did New York, and oh my God, it was a walk in the park, guys. I mean, it really was a walk in the park. We had so much fun. So that is going to be exciting. And that's what you're going to be learning. Now, the classes are available online or in person. So, hey, your choice. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. It's whatever you want to do. If you want to come in class, or you can do both. You can split it up. I just want to make whatever it is convenient for you. When the pandemic hit, I had a building. I had to close down. I lost students, but then I ended up gaining more because of the pandemic. So it was a curse and a blessing at the same time. So I'm not going away with my class, Calissa. I know you're in Atlanta. So I have students that are like everywhere, Washington, D.C., everywhere. So I definitely want to keep my online classes available. So those will be available. So yeah, your choice. Okay. All right. And then, of course, this is the content. We have 2 semesters that I'm going to break everything down in. And this is kind of some of the things that we're going to do, just not verbatim, but what to expect in the first and second semester. We're going to talk about warm-up exercises, how to prepare the body and the mind for performances. Improvise. I love improvisation. I love improvising. That's one of my favorite things to do and teach. Of course, we're going to go through scene study. We talked about earlier the character analysis, script analysis. We're going to talk about rehearsal techniques and how to practice and perform. And you need to know rehearsal etiquette. I'm really going to stress that, because when you sign the dotted line and commit to something, you need to be at those rehearsals. Yeah, you need to be at those rehearsals. Listen, directors and producers, y'all need to be sending people to my class, because I'm for you, okay? Making sure people are on time and all that there. So yeah, I teach all that. Semester 2, we're going to be talking about blocking and stage movement. I love entering the stage. There's a way to enter a stage, guys. You got to know this. You got to know this, okay? We're going to go vocal and physical exercise to improve dictation, projections, and physicality. We're also going to do a few monologues and some, again, audition preparation, the podcast that I talked about earlier. And then we're going to do a performance showcase. You got to have a recital. That will be our final project. What it will be, I don't know. I'm always trying to find something different to do. But it's just so excited. I'm so glad that you took time out to listen to my almost 14-minute briefing here. Registration, it says it's open now. I guess I'll go ahead and open it now. It's open now. So go ahead and register. We are offering an amazing discount for our new students as well as existing students, because this is a reopening and I'm relaunching JG Studios Company. And I just hope to see you in person. Thank you so much for taking your time out. You guys have an amazing day.